So here's a situation that I'm sure many of us have been through before. I certainly have. You get out of a relationship because he breaks up, she breaks up, whoever, whatever, and you're in a crappy place. You really don't want to see anyone. You don't want to talk to anyone. It feels really, really awful, and you're just wondering what went wrong. How did we get here? Why did we break up? Did I not see some flags or something in the beginning? Has the stuff always been there, but I've been blind? Have I been too overpowering or too relaxed, too blind, too whatever? So, a lot of us go through that. Probably most of us in the world, honestly, whoever has any sort of relationship, even if it's friendship. But intimate relationships intimate, romantic, are the ones that really hurt us a lot. So, one thing I've realized, read a lot of books, and one particular book stands out. The book is called Getting the Love You Want. I'll post a link to it. So you can read it. I really highly recommend it because it taught me a lot. One big thing I will tell you that I learned from it is that when we're looking for partners, when we're just starting to date, there's a lot we like. The first day, the first month, maybe even the first year. Everything is, as they say, is through the rose-colored glasses. So we see things, we love things, we love the way they are with us, we love the way we are with them. Everything is great. But then eventually we realize, oh, wait, but I'd like to do something by myself, or I'd like to do activity A or B or C, but they don't seem to enjoy it. And the fact they're like trying to pull me away from it or discouraging me because they think it's stupid or something like that, or whatever habit I have is kind of dumb. So they bring it up, we joke about it, but then slowly I'm realizing it's offensive or it's just not what I want. And it's like I just keep wishing that this person next to me would change. Why can't they see that I just want to help them? I just want to be there for them, and yet they're pushing me away for whatever reason. And so the big thing we're missing is a lot of the things we do, the choices we make when we look for partners, when we start to date. A lot of it is actually because what we're looking for is a resemblance of our parents. As crazy as it might seem to some of you, and as maybe as straightforward as it might seem to others, the reality is that what we're trying to achieve is we're trying to get that comfort zone. We're trying to get that closeness that we had with our parents. Now, I'm not saying that everybody's close with their parents. No. What I mean is that, so let's say the parents were nice to you, right? You're going to look for somebody that's nice to you because that's what you're familiar with. Now, if let's say that your parents beat you up or really bad with you mentally, physically, whatever, you're going to actually subconsciously look for somebody who's just as bad, who might hit you, who might emotionally abuse you. That's just who we are. That is how we are wired. This is the majority of us, including myself. I've been there until I learned the hard way many, many times. Maybe in a future video, we'll explain the details. But the reality is that subconsciously, we are always going towards what's comfortable for us, even if that comfort means doing some crazy things, constantly changing partners, whatever it may be. And crazy is different, crazy for everyone. You know, what's crazy for me is not crazy for you, and so on. So the point is really that, really, when you think deep, when you look at your relationships, look for the patterns, look for your past relationships, and see if any of them mimic your parents' behaviors. And what I mean is that the behavior goes both ways. So the behavior in your partner can mimic at least one, or if not both, of your parents. But then the behavior you represent, the behavior you display, can also mimic either your parents or how you behaved when you were little with your parents. Look for those patterns. The more you look, the more often you look, the easier it gets to see these things. And the more you see, the more you start to understand, okay, this is actually not necessarily me. This is not necessarily what my heart, what my head wants. This is actually a trained behavior that has been ingrained in me through my childhood. And when you see those things, then you can actually start to remove yourself from it. You kind of set that to the side. And when you set it to the side of yourself, it's almost like, if you've heard of kind of the saying where you let the fear be the passenger, and you're the driver. So basically, you want to be the driver of your life, not these things that were taught to you, that were ingrained in you through your parenting, through whatever, your childhood. What you actually are looking for is to separate yourself from it and to figure out for yourself, what is it truly that your heart, your soul truly wants and needs. So perhaps you're used to moving around a lot. If you're used to moving around a lot, well, maybe you should try to go against the grain and try to stay longer. If, for example, your parents moved around a lot and you're looking for somebody who moved around a lot, well, maybe you look for somebody who doesn't, or try the other way. If you always look for somebody who doesn't move around a lot, look for somebody who does. Just try to go against the grain. Now, I'm not trying to say do bad things to your health or anything like that. No, I am not suggesting anything like that. Just try to go against what you think is normal, what you think is good for you. Try to go on dates with people that you typically wouldn't go on dates with. So, for example, if your parents would always be kind of above you and undermine you and so on, don't look for somebody strong. Look for a situation where you're the strongest, not the weakest. This is the exact opposite. Flip that image and see what happens. It's going to be weird. It's going to feel uncomfortable. The first few dates at the very least. Maybe even the first few months. Give it a try. It's worth it. Your life is worth it. Try those things out. Read the book, Getting the Love You Want, and comment below about what you think. If you had any of these experiences, if you can trace any of these patterns, and just let me know what you think. I'm looking forward to help you guys.